Hi, so this is welcome to my channel, Lady D, and this is going to be my horoscope for the earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. So I'm just doing them very quickly for this month, just because I've had a lot on past week and haven't been able to film my usual horoscopes. So I'm going to just tune in to see the energy for what's going to happen for you guys in May, and I'll do a group channel as well, but also I'll do some cards for each sign too to see what's going to happen. So I'll start off with Taurus. So Tauruses for this upcoming month in May, I do feel like it's going to be like a balancing act, like trying to, like I see you guys trying to balance on a tightrope to try and get to the other side. And it's like you're just trying to, there's a lot of things you got to juggle as well. You're trying to do, it's like trying to keep your head above water. You've got a lot of energy coming up with this eclipse that's coming up here on the 30th of April going into May. So you got the eclipse, you got the new moon, plus you got the true node and Uranus there, and you got Mercury, which they'll be leaving going into May, to Gemini. So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of instability happening with you guys at the moment. So let's just see where we go. The cards. I do 4 cards for finances and work, 4 cards for relationships and love, and then 4 cards on overall of the month. So let's see. So we've got 4 cards now for your finances and work. Look, I get celebration around you with this, so I do feel like this is going to be a good month when we're looking here at finances, all finances and work. We'll start it off looking good. I got these 2 cards coming out, which was looking really good, but then these other 2 cards that came out. So look, there is going to be a little bit of heartache coming into this month with you. And I feel like this is more about work than or could be more money coming in, like going out than coming in. But I do feel like there is success and reward there as well coming in for you. And I do feel like you're going to have trouble, maybe also investments might be going down a little bit before going back up. There's a few. I kind of feel like you're trying on the charge at work, so there could be some arguments coming up for the work, your work, wherever you are. But ultimately, I do feel like you'll be going okay coming up for that. When I'm looking at relationships too for you guys, I do feel like there's a chance for single people to meet someone new. For people who are in relationships, I do feel like I don't get anything bad, but I do feel like it's about communication. It's about getting things done, getting things ready. But I also feel like there could be some sort of celebration and windfall. But it's also about knowing that you're quite comfortable with who you are, and you know where you're going to move forward. There's also, I do feel like things are going to multiply coming up really fast with relationships. I do feel like people who are in relationships could be moving quite fast to where you're heading. I do feel like that could be a business adventure coming up, but it could be you're buying some sort of house, like some sort of people putting money together, buying things can also be coming up. But people are looking to you for guidance this month. It's like you're being called to the path of being like counselor, or having to sort things out for other people, or giving out guidance to others that are coming up for you. And I do feel like that's more in the family. But as I said, there's a thing about stability coming in. I also feel like overall there is going to be the balance is going to be kind of out for you guys, and you're not going to be able to see. It's kind of like you're sort of blinded by certain things, and I feel like people are trying to get your trust, who may be causing a bit of disruption that might be coming up to do with the card in the workplace that I was getting. But I do see you being quite sure of yourself at the same time, and there could be an aspect of travel. There could be also an aspect of you being in control, like you're feeling like you're in control of your destiny of coming up. But it's also, I feel like it's about living life without regret too coming for this month for you. And not worrying about taking other people's burdens and concentrating on your own life. Even though everyone's coming up to you for advice, it's about not getting too emotionally involved in their problems and just trying to stand back away, and letting them deal with it themselves, like letting people be more independent too around you, because I feel like you're being relied on a bit too much, and being like self-assured too for this month. But yeah, that's what I get for you guys for Tauruses. Now going to do Virgos. So now I'm going to be doing Virgos. So let's see what's coming up for Virgos for this month of May. Alright, for you. Look, I know you're a star sign who was a bit particularly picky, but I feel like you're going to be over picky this month. You're going to be caught up in too much detail instead of just letting things be. I do feel like you guys are just... it's like you guys are your own worst enemy, and things would just run smoothly if you didn't try to control or manipulate things in your way. That I feel is coming up for you. I do feel like you need to have a bit of play and not take things too seriously coming up for you guys for this month. I do feel like it's kind of like your world is going to be a bit shocked, or your reality is going to be a bit shocked with what's coming up for you. Let's have a look at the cards. Let's have a look. Looking at work here, it's kind of like you don't really know where to turn to this month. Like you're all in your head. Things are a bit not as they seem. It's kind of like you feel like the road that you're on is going to nowhere. You're almost like losing a little bit of, a little bit of hope there with your work and your finances where it is. And it's about seeking more knowledge. I do feel like it's going to be this month is about seeking more knowledge about the certain areas of your working and finance life where where to put money, how to make it all grow. I feel like there's an aspect of maybe finding romance or love in the workplace this month for you, but it's also it's like food for thought. Like think logically, but also don't be tempted by poisonous people or toxic situations. I feel like could be coming up for you for this month when it comes to your work and finances. I kind of feel like you need to sort of take a step back, or need to slow down a little bit for this month in that area. I mean, looking at relationships for you and love, I do feel like love could be blossoming up for you this month. It's kind of like your two peas in the pod with relationships. I do feel like there's like some kind of like close like sister vibe coming up for this month for you. I also feel like you're cutting cords, or you're cutting ties to certain people. So maybe toxic people that no longer need to be in your life, you're cutting out. But I do feel like it's a good month for relationships, love blossoming out. You're going into something new, something different, something you haven't tried before with relationships. There's also an aspect of money with relationship, maybe hoarding money, keeping money away from someone else too, potential. But you're trying to really seek for answers, seek the truth. But it's about bringing romance in, and the relationships that no longer serve you, taking them out of your life. Overall, I do feel like that this month for you, it is going to be, I feel like it is going to be a bit crazy. I do feel like you don't know whether or not you're high or low. I do feel like it's about seeking new opportunities that are coming up for you and being confident within yourself. I do feel like it's about being cautious of like either a Scorpio type, so someone that's maybe a Scorpio, or like a Scorpio, that's looking for someone that could be quite manipulating, keep their cards close to their chest, could have that kind of a sting or kind of a bit of a bite. But there's definitely, I do feel like there's a lot of growth and change here for you for this month too. Like you're trying to get your head in the game, or where you're going in the game of life. And where you're heading with that is coming up for you for Virgos. I also feel like don't try and feel, try not to feel a bit low when things aren't going the way that you want it to go. Just know that things happen in a certain way, and that you will get your chance, because there is something coming up here, like a new wish or something that's going to come up to really help you for this month. do feel like will happen. So that is for Virgos. And now I'm doing Capricorns. So see what Capricorn's happening for Capricorns for May. I just feel like something's going to happen when you're going to hold the brakes on. So something that you're doing, you're really going to put a stop to it, or you're putting the brakes on some sort of project or some situation that's coming up for you for this month for Capricorns. I also feel like that you're trying not to lose control, and you're in your head and you want things to be a certain way and you're trying to plan it out, and I just kind of feel like it's going to be a bit too much of what you're trying to accomplish for this month there. Capricorns, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be on your finances and money. It's like you really are trying to arrange things to make things happen. You're trying to, you know, really think about your career objectives, money, or it's gone. You're being very sure of yourself, that you believe that you can do it and going to navigate where you are. But there could be an aspect of buying a new house or making some changes to a house coming up for you. But it's also, as I said, something may fall. So something you're trying to really get through. It may not end up being what you think, or there could be some changes there coming up with that. But with work, it's like you're just being very sure of yourself and trying to really plan it and work things out of where you're wanting to go. It's like you're sick of being downplayed, or you're sick of being not getting your, you know, the credit you deserve. I do feel like it's on the rise. It kind of will change, but at the same time you're doing a lot, and I do feel like you might be burning yourself out at both ends. That's coming up for you. With relationships, there could be someone that's coming back in your life. Some sort of like past relationship could definitely come back up for this month. You've also got, I feel like it is a month where you're going to feel a bit deflated. Your energies are going to be a bit low, but it's also you're trying to like reinvent yourself, trying to go out, have fun, and really trying to downplay that tiredness that you've got. But you're trying to really put those scales into balance as well, and you're trying to there could be someone around you of like a Libran, so someone who is quite balanced themselves, someone who likes doing everything for others. But I kind of feel like you kind of need some rest, some self, like try and have some alone time this month. New people, it could be someone around you, like the person coming back could be like a fire sign, looking at Aries. So someone who's quite sure of themselves. They might be argumentative, like really nice things, like their brand names. That person could be coming back. But it's also, I feel like more for singles, there could be some sort of Virgo energy coming in. So someone who's very like OCD, bit of a nitpicker, perfectionist, likes things to be clean, crisp. They're good. They like to do things to other people because they feel like no one can do the same job as they can. With Virgos. But overall, this month for you guys, there is a bit of heartache, bit of sadness, bit of problems coming up, and this also could be with the Libran kind of energy coming up with you. But there's like Mars, a lot of Mars energy coming up where you're wanting to move forward, be more active, but so be careful because of that burning handle at both ends of the stick. There's could be some emotions coming up around the home for you, but there's a lot of Libran energy coming up in the cards. You might even choose to try and be, because you're feeling so deflated, but you might even start being a homebody for this month, not going out as much, even though you're trying to, but you might just stay at home. There is some stuff coming around the home that said could be some improvements or a sale coming up. So it could be some sort of celebrations around that coming up for you for this month. But don't give in when things aren't working out for you. Don't just give up. You know, be persistent. You can be that Capricorn. You are that star sign, that you can have that endurance, that persistence. You're a very hard-working star sign. It's coming up for you. Okay, I'm going to try and do a channel for a collective for all the earth signs. So let me just see where I'm heading with this. Let's see. Okay. The earth signs, dependable. The signs that can be sometimes predictable. The ones who like stability. For this is going to be a month of unpredictability, instability. So this could be a hard month for you guys, where you feel like nothing is certain, nothing is going to be rock solid for you. And this is going to be hard for some of you. You all want to crave certainty, stability. You want to create practicality. And when this doesn't work out, you always go in your head and things will go haywire. Just let things as they may. Just come and go. That is the best way to deal with things with this month for you guys. You're going to find it incredibly harder as the time goes on if you do not just give in and let things come and deal with it as you can. For you're trying to do so much and this is becoming overwhelming for some of you. It is time to let go and just let the universe work things out for you. Some of you are doing way too much, and it is definitely a time for you to rest and rejuvenate. Get ready for June ahead. June is going to be a month of action where you're going to be able to take action, move forward, and definitely see your progress where you're heading. Okay, so thank you. My horoscope will go back to normal next month. So thank you for your likes, sharing your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.